Hello everybody, this is Tracy Markley coming to you from Tracy's Personal Training, Pilates and Yoga Studio in Florence, Oregon. And I'm also on the Education Advisory Board with the MedFit Foundation. I wanted to come to you and share an essential tip of knowledge about the multifidus muscle and the muscles it works with. The multifidus muscle, you can see it right here. It comes all the way from here up to here in the spine. It's the main stabilizer in the spine, which this means the brain sends a message to this muscle first to stabilize the body before the limbs move. But the thing is, with this muscle, it works with other muscles. So you have the multifidus. You have the transverse muscle, which is that deep abdominal muscle. It puts on like you're wearing a girdle, wraps around the whole body. That's right here. The multifidus muscle, the transverse muscle, and the pelvic floor muscles are on the same neuromuscular loop, meaning if you have a weak pelvic floor, if you have a weak transverse, this multifidus muscle cannot work to its full strength and potential. And in many studies, this also includes the diaphragm. And if you look right here, you can see, you have the we have the transverse muscle, pelvic floor down here, and there's the diaphragm. Also, there's your psoas going on right there too. Anyway, so what I want to share with you today, as I work with all different ages, kids in sports, seniors, their fall prevention, losing their balance, their spatial awareness. I work with many stroke survivors. This is one of the things I teach all my clients. If this internal, I call it the balancing system. If this internal balancing system is not working, the rest of the body will not function properly. And if you're working with a stroke survivor and they're trying to get movements back in their hand or their fingers or their arms or their leg, or they're having spasticity or something's going on in a limb, if the brain's automatic natural system is to go from the brain to the center of the body to the limbs, even though it's microseconds, we don't even know what's happening, micro of a second. If this system is broken down, it's going to be like a roadblock. So if the brain's saying, stabilize the body, we're going to move the limbs, and this system isn't working, it's going to slow down the recovery of getting movement back in the limbs and hands. And it's also going to stop a senior or someone with neuro issues from connecting to their spatial awareness and proprioception to where their feet and arms are in space to be safe in movement and fall prevention. So with that information, I will be speaking at UC Irvine in February with the MedFit Foundation for a pre-conference 4-hour on stroke recovering exercise, the course. I wrote this course for the foundation. You can buy it online and work and take it through the internet, or you can come see me live in Irvine. I will try. We are working on having a wheelchair, a walker, and some of the equipment I use when I work with stroke survivors, so we can all participate in the different things that goes on. I'm really looking forward to it. There's a lot to learn. There's so much information you'll be learning if you come, and I hope to see you there. Also, I'm going to author 4 books and work with many stroke survivors, and I run a stroke recovery support group on Facebook where there's thousands of people in it just searching for help. They are looking for professionals when their physical therapy ends. They are looking for professionals with really strong knowledge to bring their recovery back, because their recovery goes on much longer than the limited visits their physical therapy gives them. So that's why I'm really excited I had the opportunity with the MedFit Foundation to get the knowledge and the experience of the years working with survivors in my education shared to help get more professionals educated and experienced in working with them, because it really is a really desperate need. In these support groups, I have thousands of people in it, but there are support groups with over 10,000 in it. And these people, these stroke survivors and the caregivers, they're asking each other questions. How can I get my hand back? How can I talk again? My foot, my leg, they don't have a lot of help. That's one reason I wrote one of my books, to reach out to my stroke recovery book. But if more professionals became really educated, gain the knowledge and experience to work with them, they will benefit so many people. It would be such a plus in any gym to get this experience in there. It is a need. There are thousands and thousands of strokes going on all over the world. In my town, we used to have, we're a small town, at least 2 a day. And we're in a town of about 8,000 people. And that's just what the people I know. So there's probably more going on than I know. And strokes happen to people in their 20s, their 30s. It happens to children, people in their 40s, the 50s. Look what happened to Luke Perry. He unfortunately didn't come back enough to go through the therapy. But there are people searching desperately to regain the movements in their body. So if you can and you want to have a new set of clientele, which you guaranteed will have clientele if you put this on your menu of what you do in your gyms and studios, because it is so searched out right now. I get messages daily asking me, do you know someone that works with stroke survivors in this area? And so it would really be great to have people really educated that I can recommend them to. So get educated. I hope to see you. If you don't take the course online, I hope to see you in Southern California, UC Irvine in February. And stay educated. Have a great day.